Hey, how's it going, folks? E.T. here with another tutorial. This time we're messing around with AI, and on this occasion, I happen to be using Grok. And what I did was I prompted my way to a kind of a cool little animated website or web app, I guess. And let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. It is called I call it the Yamanote Sen. And what it does is it actually maps out the Yamanote line in Tokyo. Let me zoom out here. So we're Tokyo in Japan. Yeah. And you can zoom all the way in, and it has animations with a little voxel kind of style train car. And it's still kind of a work in progress, but each of the stations has a little comment here talking about it. But it also, other versions of this has images, and probably going to add, if I can, some webcams or whatever publicly available CCTV type camera things. But yeah, pretty cool. So let me go ahead and show you what I kind of did, and I stored it in a project here. Uh, let's see, how do I see the code though? There we go. So basically, I kind of started all the way at the. Let's go to the top here. Here. Basically said, hey, let's do an animated. Oh, here we go. So let me get all the way to the top here. Here we go. So I'd like to make an HTML5 website that has a map of Tokyo, and its focus is on the Yamanote train line. It will be animated trains that show near real-time tracking or best guess of the train's location, including stops and stations. One code block, so I want to be able to copy it and preview it using here. So if I hit this little preview button, or if I copy it, save it as an HTML5 file, it'll open up in the browser. So let me go ahead and do the preview right here. So this is one of the original versions here. And this before, yeah, this before I added any craziness to it. Let's see, one code block, leverage any open source publicly available information. Have fun with it. It's not serious. So that's how I started it. And I just kept prompting it, adding. Let me show some more of the other prompts I did here. Let's see, can you make the trains in line with the tracks? And add a map layers at the top right corner. So let's go ahead and look at this one. We have our map layers here that I added to that. Let me go full screen so you guys can see it. And then I basically kind of just kept messing with it. And when it messed up, I would roll back. Can you roll back one, or can you undo what you just did? So let me go down and find some more stuff. And this is coding it all for me. And then I'm just kind of saving versions on the desktop as HTML5 files. And for some reason, I can't get it to be like an inline train. It always wants to be on the side here. So I kept asking it, hey, let's have the animated trains ride the line in parallel. So I don't know if I was just not prompting it correctly or not, but it's still doing the same. I still like it, but I was kind of hoping that it would kind of go parallel with it, or ride the train like a line. And let's see, what else did I do here? And I just kept prompting in and prompting, adding stuff, removing stuff. Please make the train in line. Please make the train line stand out more. Should appear, blah, blah, blah. So let's go and see what this one kicked up. And I had an error message here. You can say fix it too if you want. But let me just keep scrolling down. What else do we have here? The train movement animation stops. Can you fix it? So let's go ahead. So I just kept prompting it. This one got a little bit too fast. So I'm like, oh, slow down, brother. So I think down here I actually told it, can you slow down, my guy? So then we got there. Again, it's still same thing. And the cool thing about Grok, and when you're doing it in the actual website itself, you can actually, it'll recommend things to do, like enhancing the pop-up style. So let's go and see what it came up with here. Let's go down to our pop-ups here on the stations. So it changed colors. Some of them will actually have images, I believe, if I remember correctly. But you'll notice it broke the animation here. You don't see the voxel SVG train. So then I told it, hey, bro, Where's it at here? Hey, oops, I think we lost the train's animation. Can you repair, please? So you'll see that I'm not a coder. I've done coding in my life. I would consider myself amateur at best. But sometimes if you know what to ask for and how to prompt it, and you just keep learning, it'll actually kind of work. You can work toward getting what you want. So let's go down and see what else I prompted it with. Okay, fix train. Okay, add train speed controls, which I ended up not liking. So let's see what it did here. It actually messed up the whole animation here. So I could have worked on fixing this here, but it did have sliders for speed and stuff like that. But I ended up not liking it, so I told her, hey, let's revert back. I think I said down here next. Let's revert back one. So then we'll relaunch that one here. So really cool. The only thing I'll tell you is if you're on the free, if you're not paying, you're just logged in, you will run into a wall. I've been working on this thing for hours, but what it'll do is it'll kind of time you out and then tell you, hey, you either go pro or you gotta wait like 4 hours. So let me see what else we got here. Did I do? And eventually, I think I said, oh, here we go. Can you add 2D and 3D map options? So let's go ahead and see what this one looked like. I don't like the way it actually ended up doing it. Oh, let's that one errored out. So let's go back down. And you'll run into errors. You can actually have it fix it or re-roll the code and try to fix all errors. So I ended up reverting it back. And then here's our layers are there. But I do end up getting 3D eventually. But the actual map that I'm using is OpenStreetMap. It's not Google, so we're not getting the full ability, the best maps on the planet yet. But let's see. I think I'm going to try this one, see if I can get it to show the... Nope. Let's try that one. Nope, 3D's not here, but eventually makes it. Let me find that 3D real quick. Where you at, bro? And occasionally, what it'll do is it'll if you ask it to do something, it might give you just a small code block. But what I end up doing is saying, hey, can you roll that into a, what did I say? Re-roll it into one full code block. So now it'll re-roll it into something that I can preview here. You can save out, you can save it into projects, etc., like that, things like that. So it's really freaking amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. I showed my wife this and she's like, holy cow, you did that? And I mean, it's based off of many ideas or many things I've seen before, but kind of pretty cool, yeah. And if you know, or if you kind of research and just ask it, hey, are there any open source or openly free APIs that you can use to do it? Or you can actually go register for certain APIs for, for like the Japan Railroad, the JR, to get basically the schedule, the lines, and all that stuff. So you can make it super accurate. But even without those, you can kind of extrapolate it. If you had like a train schedule, you could tell the AI to, do the math, figure out what time certain trains stop. So it'll be able to kind of extrapolate the space between them. Or I just said, make the best guess. Because, this is not trying to be the most accurate map possible. I think I just kind of want to make something cool and interesting. So, all right, I think that's it for today's video. Just wanted to show you some cool stuff that you can do without any coding experience. So have a great day. We'll talk to you next time. Peace and aloha.